Hi everybody, today I want to talk about what a dot does next to a note. Now unfortunately this is going to be very closely related to math. In music, a lot of rhythm are essentially like doing
Math.
So if you're not very good at
Math.
then this might be beneficial to you. So a dot next to a note does something different depending upon what note it's next to. Here I have a whole note. Okay, we all know a whole note is worth 4 beats. That dot next to that whole note is worth 2. Altogether, that is worth 6 beats. This half note is worth 2 beats. A dot next to that is worth 1. Altogether, that is worth 3 beats. Sounds like a lot of
Math
to me. Let me explain in more detail. A dot next to a note adds half the value of that note. Now don't be confused with a dot above a note. A dot above or below is something entirely different. We're talking about a dot next to a note, to its side. It adds half the value. Let me show you. We all know a whole note is worth 4 beats. Half of 4 is 2. We all know 4 plus 2 is
6.
How's that
Math.
for you? We all know a half note is 2. We just mentioned that. We all know half of 2 is 1. 2 plus 1 equals
3.
We all know a quarter note is equal to 1. We all know half of 1 is
1/2.
We all know 1 1/2 is equal to
1 1/2.
this guy. He's the tricky one. We all know an eighth note is worth half a beat. What's half of half? Well, here I have half a pizza. And half of that, now I have a quarter of a pizza. But we're adding these fractions, and I don't know about you, but adding fractions in
Math.
you got to make sure you have the same number on the bottom. That doesn't matter right now. We all know that half plus a quarter is equal to
3/4.
So that's like having this much of your pizza. There's a piece missing. So usually on this one down here, you're going to see this with it. A dotted eighth note with a 16th note, because this part is worth 3/4 of a beat. This part is worth 1/4 of a beat, which leaves us with 1 whole beat altogether. So again, to recap, a dot adds half the value of the note. This blew my mind when I was in middle school. Why could it do a different thing on each rhythm? That made no sense. That's because sometimes
Math
doesn't make any sense. Hey, Mr. Witten, thank you for your help on this one.